Okay, so this is the third part of our tutorial. So in this one what we are going to do is we are going to design the terrain. Actually we have created a plane after creating the tree to give a tree a good look to hide this trunk of the tree. So here what we are going to do is we are going to have some up and downs in the terrain, and we are going to make it more look like a ground. So now you can see it's just a flat surface. See, so we are going to change it to some polygons, and we are going to modify it, and we are going to smooth it using mesh smooth. Right, first of all what we want to do, you have created a plane. If you didn't create a plane, create a plane like this and go to the modify panel, go to the length segments and width segments, change the length and width into 30 and after that press F4 in your keyboard and everything will look like this, as your objects will be shown as with all these grids. So after getting this view, you can select the plane, select the plane and convert it into editable mesh, or convert it into editable poly. Right, so right click, go to convert into editable poly. Right, so after that your surface will look like this. What you have to do is, in your modify panel you will see this vertex, the same options we have used into the tree. So this time we are going to use the vertexes. Select the vertexes and your surface will look like this with all these blue dots. Right, so what you have to do is just raise up the terrain a bit and make sure your mouse will look like this when you select the terrain. Your mouse has to be not converted into another symbol, just the mouse you are using, and make up your terrain as you want. So simply I will have some up and downs in the terrain, like, okay, so your terrain will look like something like boxes, so it doesn't matter. So later on we are going to change it into smooth, so then it will be smooth, and you can have a good terrain for yourself. So I'm going to have a pond like something here, so I have created this one, and some other adjustments. Right, now when you see at your plane, so you can see now it's not a flat surface anymore. So you can see your ground is gone up. Now still your terrain doesn't look like a ground because it's all boxes. So what you have to do is deselect everything. You have to click on the vertex again, so it will look like a normal plane. Select your plane, go to the modify panel, select mesh smooth, and your ground will be smoother. See, the hard edges has been disappeared and your ground is smooth. Right, now this is how you build a simple terrain. Okay, so I would like to add some water as well. So for that I can just go to create panel, create a simple plane. Now the plane we create in a new, like we go to the create and we created a new plane, but it's taking the segments, taking these all, these squares and the segments as we have given into the bigger one. So for this one the segments are too much, so what we do, we go to the modify panel again, set the length segments around 15, because for this one we don't want that much of segments, because if the segments increase it will reduce the performance of your machine as well. Right, so we have created the water, like we have just, you can see the plane is under the bigger plane, so it will cover this pond area. Right, so now it doesn't look like water actually, so it's like again a normal plane, but this time we are not going to apply the mesh smooth. You are just going to click in the plane you have created for water, go to the modify panel, select noise. Right, so give the seed like 15, give the seed like 15 and click the fractal, enable it, and you can change the roughness as you like, so give it like 0.3, irritation 6, and give the X value as 5, Y as 5, Z as 5. Now you can see it has moved a bit, like you can see the normal plane is not there, so it's moved a bit. So you can move, you can make your water more rougher from here, but I prefer you give like 0.3, and your irritations will give a ripple to the plane, so make it around 8. Right, so you have given a small value to the plane, so it will look like a bit like water. Right, so okay, so basically now we have a tree, and we have modified the terrain and the pond. So this is, it's like a basic terrain, and if you want, like, so if you think your tree is hard to move, you can group it. You can select all the tree like this, make a selection, go to the group, name it as trees. Okay, so now you can move it as a group, so it is easier, so you can have 2 or 3 group and 2 or 3 trees. So I'm gonna scale it and make the tree a bit smaller. It's a smaller tree than that, I guess. Okay, a bit big, a bit. Okay, so we'll place it around here. And another one. Okay, here as well. We'll put it here. Right, so, and I'll scale it a bit. Now it's a bigger tree than all of them. So okay, So here it is, you have the trees. I told like so. Right. So you have 3 trees, small pond, and you have made a small scene now. You have made a small scene, and this is how you make a terrain. Right. So hope you got something from this video.